Hey there, how's everything going with you today? I'm glad you're here with me on Speak Real English, where we focus on helping you speak with confidence and clarity just like a native English speaker. In this session, we're going to explore a really common phrase used in everyday conversations by native speakers, and it's one of those expressions that can be pretty confusing if English isn't your first language. The phrase we're going to break down today is come to find out. It might sound simple, even obvious at first, but the way it's actually used in spoken English has some interesting nuances that are rarely explained in traditional classroom settings. So let's dive in and get you comfortable using this phrase naturally. So, what exactly does come to find out mean? On the surface, it looks like just a combination of three simple words, come to and find out. But together, they carry a meaning that's more emotional and reflective. When someone says come to find out, they're usually describing a moment of unexpected realization. It's like discovering something that changes your understanding of a situation. You didn't see it coming, but now you know, and it shifts your perspective. It often implies a twist or a change in events, and there's usually a bit of surprise or irony in the tone. This isn't something you'd typically find in textbooks, and that's why so many learners miss it, even after years of studying English. Let me give you an example that feels real and relatable. Imagine you've been planning a fun day outdoors, maybe a beach trip with some friends. You've packed your things, picked your swimsuit, and even made a playlist. Everything is set, right? But then, come to find out, the weather forecast says there's going to be a huge thunderstorm. Just like that, your whole plan changes. The phrase come to find out is used right at that moment where things take a turn. It captures that feeling of being caught off guard and needing to adjust your expectations. So instead of saying, I learned that it's going to rain, which sounds a bit dry and formal, you can say, come to find out, it's supposed to rain. It sounds more conversational, more native, and more emotionally in tune with the situation. This phrase works in all kinds of contexts. Maybe you've just found out something surprising about a friend, like you've known someone for years and come to find out they speak 4 languages. Or maybe you started a new job and come to find out your boss used to be a professional musician. These are the kinds of situations where this expression really shines. It's about discovery, but with a twist, and it makes your storytelling more vivid and personal. It adds color and a touch of drama, and it helps your listener feel the shift in your experience right along with you. Let's try a few more examples together so you can hear how natural and versatile it is. I thought the restaurant was open all day, but come to find out, it closes early on Mondays. I assumed my neighbor was retired, but come to find out, she still works as a consultant. I thought my dog was just sleepy, but come to find out, he had eaten an entire box of cookies. These examples show how you can use this phrase in daily situations, whether they're serious, funny, or just a bit unexpected. It's a perfect tool for sharing new information with a little punch. Now, what's important to understand about this expression is not just the meaning, but also the tone. Native speakers don't usually say come to find out in a dramatic or exaggerated way. It's more subtle, more offhand. It's like saying, oh, by the way, this happened, but with a little more emotional texture. You can use it in casual chats with friends, in storytelling, or even in work conversations when something didn't go as planned. The key is to sound relaxed and natural, as if you're simply narrating your day or sharing a small surprise. If you're trying to sound more fluent and want to develop that natural rhythm and spontaneity in your English, learning how to use phrases like come to find out is essential. These are the kinds of expressions that native speakers use all the time without even thinking about them. They're the glue that holds conversations together and makes spoken English feel alive. So, adding them to your vocabulary is going to make a big difference in how authentic and confident you sound when you speak. You might be wondering how to practice this on your own. A great way to start is by paying attention to how people use this phrase in podcasts, TV shows, or even YouTube videos. When you hear it used in a natural sentence, pause and repeat it out loud. Try to mimic the speaker's intonation and rhythm. Then, take it a step further and try making your own examples based on things that happen in your day. Maybe you thought the bus would be on time, but come to find out, it was running late. Maybe you assumed a package had arrived, but come to find out, it was delivered to your neighbor. Use real events in your life to build your fluency. And if you're ready to take your skills even further, make sure to check out Speak Real English, where we go much deeper into real-world phrases, pronunciation, and everyday English that helps you sound more like a native speaker. There's also a free resource waiting for you, something that will support your learning journey and give you more confidence in your spoken English. I've put together a free ebook full of useful expressions and pronunciation tips just like this one, and you can get it right now with no obligations. It's my way of saying thank you for being part of this amazing language learning community. So keep practicing, keep listening, and keep speaking. You're doing better than you think, and every day you take one more step toward fluency. Thanks for joining me today on Speak Real English. Be sure to follow along for more helpful tips, and don't forget to share this video with someone else who's learning English. I'll talk to you again soon. Until next time, take care and keep speaking real English.